What? You can eat to improve your mood? Let's talk about this. What to eat to improve your mood. Remember, your gut and your brains are best friends. At just 2% of your body weight, your brain consumes 20% of your energy. That means it needs nutrients specifically for it. Research says you can reduce mental health symptoms by 33% simply by changing your diet. This makes complete sense since our guts and our brains are in constant communication. So in this video, we're going to explore how anti-inflammatory nutrition can be a game changer for you and your mental health. We'll discuss why it works, and I'll include some simple steps to begin incorporating it into your day-to-day life. What's important to keep in mind with all of this always is that each of our bodies is different. What's a trigger food for me may not be such a trigger food for you. No two bodies are going to be the same. This is based on genetics and on our highly individualized gut biomes. However, inflammation is what we want to reduce, and that goes for everybody, no question. And there are certain foods that cause inflammation and certain foods that actually reduce the inflammation. That also goes for everyone. And so, eating for your gut and your mental health is more about what you do put in your body, and it's less about restriction. The focus being to get as many of those good things into your system each day as you can. If you are someone who responds well to diets, like strict diets, then one that has been shown to be safe and effective is the Mediterranean diet. There are a few more, but it's the Mediterranean diet that I'm going to talk about today. This diet provides a ton of veggies, lots of fruits, lots of legumes, beans, fish, and unsaturated fats like olive oil. It's low in grains and in processed foods. Lots of studies on the Mediterranean diet have happened over the years, and an overview of 41 studies, including over 1.5 million people, found that a diet low in sugar and saturated fat and processed foods can reduce the risk of depression by 24%. So people who are deliberate and careful to follow the Mediterranean diet consistently decrease their risk of developing depression by 33%. This diet has also been shown to help people with bipolar or schizoaffective disorders. There are several reasons for this. One of them is nutrient deficiencies, and nutrient deficiencies are linked directly to mental health issues. For example, B vitamins are essential for maintaining brain health and fostering neuroplasticity. However, our food is not as nutritious as it once was, and many of us, most of us, are not getting enough of the B vitamins. On top of that, there's a gene variant that is not actually so uncommon. It's worth testing for, and it's known as the MTFHR gene. It makes it difficult to detox, and it makes it difficult for the body to absorb those B vitamins. The MTFHR gene variant is also closely associated with depression. If you increase the amount of vitamin B in your diet, however, the symptoms resolve themselves. So the Mediterranean diet is rich in magnesium, in omega-3 fatty acids, it's rich in tryptophan-rich foods, and in B vitamins, all of which are essential for your brain health. These foods provide the essential building blocks for healthy neurochemicals, such as serotonin and dopamine within your brain. Chronic inflammation is heavily linked to neuroinflammation, to depression, to anxiety, and to cognitive decline. The healthy fats are essential for building neurochemicals within your brain, such as serotonin. So fatty fish, such as sardines and salmon, are staples in this Mediterranean diet. And sticking to this diet is proven to lower the levels of anxiety and to lower inflammation in your gut as well as in your brain. It has also been shown to prevent cognitive decline, especially since sugar is a proven driver of Alzheimer's. Fighting inflammation is done on two fronts: eating the right foods to repair your gut lining and keep that connection tight, and also in nurturing healthy, good bacteria within your gut biome. There's a direct link, of course, between the gut health and the brain health. Remember, they are best friends. They are like texting and calling each other up to coordinate matching outfits. So, about 90% of the serotonin in your body is made in your gut. Your immune system is also largely housed within your gut. So, these fiber rich foods of the Mediterranean diet really promote that healthy bacteria, and so do fermented foods such as kimchi or sauerkraut, pickled vegetables, pickled green beans. They're all fantastic. Tempeh, they're easy to incorporate into the day-to-day, and they pack a punch for good bacteria in your gut. Your blood sugar stability is also so important. It is directly linked to the cortisol, which is the stress hormone in your body. Also, as your blood sugar spikes and crashes, it directly affects your anxiety levels, your energy levels, your irritability, and your overall general mood and how you deal with people. And the Mediterranean diet provides a balance of micronutrients such as proteins and fats and carbohydrates that help stabilize your blood sugar. Stabilizing the blood sugar can drastically reduce symptoms of even bipolar and schizophrenia. On the note of sugar, I will make another video on this, but the fiber is very important when you're having sugar, and also fermented foods actually eat away the bacteria in your gut that is calling for sugar. So if you're craving sugar, the fermented foods are so helpful. I cannot encourage them enough for your healthy gut. Okay, but another thing that I want you to remember is that when you are making big changes in your life, the very best way, the very best thing you can do is to use baby steps. It's what you need to do because your subconscious, its primary job is to keep you safe. So if you try to make big changes all at once, your subconscious will shut you down every single time, and you will slip back into your old patterns. So just try one small baby step at a time. Maybe try something new each week or each couple weeks. Like maybe try embracing olive oil and bringing more oils into your everyday. Drizzle it on your salads or your veggies. Put it in a plate so you can dip bread. You can even add like garlic or herbs and spices to bring out more flavor. But oil is so important. The good, healthy oils. Also, one that I highly, highly recommend are the fermented foods. Tempeh, kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, fermented veggies are really powerful on your gut. Another powerhouse food that you can slowly just begin to incorporate are seeds. You're getting all the nutrition of the whole plant in just the seed. I can't tell you enough. I can't believe I'm at a place in my life where I'm super excited about seeds, but definitely they're worth getting excited over and they're easy to incorporate. You could add them to salads, you could add them to smoothies or to yogurt. You just eat them by the handful. Also, switch out refined grains like white bread and pasta for whole grains such as quinoa, which is actually a powerhouse protein. When you make quinoa, at least when I make quinoa, I always add garlic and shallots because it adds a really nice flavor. Gluten is a major trigger for me and for most people as well. It's a naturally occurring protein which is found in wheat products. Our wheat in the United States, however, just contains too much of it because we've genetically bred it so much. So reducing the gluten and eliminating gluten can be incredibly powerful for people. However, the Mediterranean diet does give a big thumbs up on sourdough. And if you're making small changes, which is really what you need to be doing, the sourdough is a good first step, or it's a good alternative when maybe you love bread and it's tough to give up. And the reason is this: sourdough, the yeast in sourdough actually eats away some of the excess gluten that is in the wheat. that's used in the making of it. So you're not getting all of that gluten, which is the problem. Gluten itself isn't the problem. It's the amount of gluten that we're getting, which is the problem. So the Mediterranean diet calls for sourdough bread. And when you're first starting, go for it and listen to your body. That is always going to be key. And if you're starting with a very strict prescribed diet, as you're doing it, the hope is that you're learning to tune in and to see how certain foods affect your body. And the breads, the sourdough, the gluten are definitely ones that need to be on your radar. Okay, another small change you can make is adding fish once or twice a week into your diet if you're not already doing that. It's a fantastic source of those healthy fats and the omega-3s that we really, really need. As for snacks, nuts, seeds, of course, fruits, fermented foods, veggies and hummus. I like to tell people to focus on proteins and greens. So like celery with peanut butter or something along those lines is a fantastic healthy snack. You're getting a really good healthy fat. You should not be afraid of those. And you're getting protein as well as the fiber-rich vegetables. And then as far as dessert goes, fruit is a fantastic substitute for sugary desserts. And if you're just beginning, you might consider adding some whipped cream, especially if it's a nice homemade whipped cream. And in fact, I have a fantastic recipe for a whipped cream made from cashews. It's really simple and it's delicious. So I will look up that video and put a link to it. Many of you may know that since I grew up on diets and antibiotics, I do not like people telling me what to eat. I do not like restriction or measuring food. I myself eat under the broader umbrella of anti-inflammatory. But that's just me. Diets can be incredibly helpful, especially when you are just starting. The Mediterranean diet is one of the diets that people eating for their mental health and their gut health have had the most success with. Keto and the anti-inflammatory protocol are also powerful in their impact. If you were to look at all three of these diets, you will find that they are all very similar. Each embrace whole, real foods that restore your gut health. And while red meat is a major inflammatory trigger for some people, for other people, it is not. And the carnivore diet can be incredibly healing for them. The focus for each of these is whole, real foods and lots of healthy fats and lots of omega-3s and repairing your gut. I want you to be excited about these foods because we get more of what we focus on. So get excited about the foods that restore your health as opposed to being concerned about what you're restricting, and then start bringing them more and more into your day-to-day diet, and you will see major impact and you will begin to see change. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you found this helpful. Hey, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Okay, if you have any questions about this, please ask. Gut health is not the only form of connection we're going to be talking about here. We need that connection in our gut lining to feel good in our bodies and to have a healthy mind and a healthy life. We also need to be connecting with each other. We need to be connecting with the earth, and we need to be connecting with faith. So we will be talking about all of those things. Please hit subscribe if this is something you want to be a part of. Please be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you watched this video and you liked it. Also, share with someone you love. All right, you guys, make it a great day.